this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey to unconditional love. Love of the journey, love of the soul group that are most definitely helping us back into our divine unions. And I do a Divine Love Crystal Grid, which uses Holy Fire Reiki, and you receive pieces of rose quartz. And when you meditate with the rose quartz and have the intent to send unconditional love, it basically to your twin and out to the world, it basically grounds the energies of unconditional love onto the planet. And so it is all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. So it's about grounding the energies and using the tree energy and rooting this into our actual physical reality. I was guided to set it up for me and my twin on the Lion's Gate. And then after doing a healing for Hazel from Illumined Soul, she kind of prompted me to set up my own channel. So I have her to thank for this. And that's why I say it's all part of our soul group coming together to help each other into our unions. And so the other thing that I do is Divine Love Healing. I can connect to your souls and get you the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. I see everything like a film, so I give you a write-up of everything I see, and it could be anything from past lives to energy cord cutting to an analogy of where your energies are at. Really anything that your soul wants you to know to put you on your highest path. And it's all about being able to live in your heart space and to lift off fears, anxieties, worries, so you can sit much more comfortably in your own heart and listen to your own intuition and your own guidance. Because where your heart is where your twin is. Okay, so and I'm doing specials at the moment, so it's only £20, and you can, if you buy 2 you get 3, if you buy 3 you get 4, etc. And if you want to have a healing and to join the Crystal Grid, I'm also doing a special as well. All details are in the link. Just one thing on the grid, once you're a grid member, that's it, you're a member for life. So everything that I'm guided to do for the grid, I do that for everyone, and the grid members are all over the world. So the power of doing it collectively is huge, because we all have the intent to help everyone come into our unions. That's why we're seeing so much of these amazing messages, because it's all of our higher selves connecting together. Because the other thing is, if you're a twin flame, we signed up to agree to do this before we came down. So we also would have signed up as a soul group coming together to help each other as well. Which is why it's so amazing, which is why the connections of our higher selves are so, so strong. So, and this just proves why. So today's video, I was planning to do all about, I got a newspaper yesterday because I went into town, and I got given a magazine. And in it, I'm just going to go through all of the things that basically, the messages. So I was planning to do like a news report on twin flames, right? Now, somebody on the grid who has had healing from me, she sends me this link like a day ago. And very sadly, this lady was 6 months pregnant, and she had an accident, a motorbike accident, in Thailand, where she lived with her partner. Now, this is on the BBC News, which is, you know, the British Broadcasting Company, our sort of main news channel in the UK. And they have actually referenced, and they've actually called her a twin flame, which is quite amazing. The other thing is that her name was also Rose. Now, if you've been following my messages for a while, the flower that I use or saw with my Reiki initiation or attunement was the rose. And so the rose for me has, although it's it's a sign of divinity, but also for me it's so special, because that is also the name of the pub that I met my twin in was called The Rose. It's now changed its name to the Watson, right? And we've been saying that we've been piecing together this amazing jigsaw, and I feel like Sherlock Holmes and Watson. So again, a brilliant, well, I feel very, very sad. The story is tragic because she died. But at the same time, you know, this is a really clear message that this is coming out into the mainstream, right? That they've called her a twin flame. So the next thing, the reason why I was going to do, thought about doing news was, apart from all of the things in the paper yesterday, this Ronnie Wood, who is a member of the Rolling Stones, he is a dad of twins at the age of 69. 69 is, of course, the divine mirror, divine masculine, divine feminine. And because the messages over the last few days have been about lucky, I was just searching for this article and it's come up on Fox News. Now, of course, Fox has been a sign of divine masculine all the way through. And in it, he is basically not only that, but it also has, so we've got Fox News, the Rolling Stone. Of course, the Rolling Stone gathers no moss, right? And this is what's happening at the moment. The momentum and the momentum of the energies is super strong. Not only that, but it's also wood. So again, amazing, right? Because I've been saying that the forest lovers are at the heart of the crystal grid and we are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. And so the tree energies are super, super strong in grounding this into our physical reality. So again, perfect. Right, now I'm going to go on to the newspaper for today because this is just brilliant. Okay, so in yesterday's news, the big thing is that there's the opening of the King Arthur film. King Arthur, of course, the Knights of the Round Table, this is all based in Glastonbury. Glastonbury is where the huge energies are and also where the music festival is, where me and my twin went to see the Dalai Lama. Not only that, but it's also got David Beckham starring in it. David Beckham has come through recently in messages because he was a footballer and he plays for number 7. Number 7 is for spiritual enlightenment. The other thing is, Ronnie Wood, he's been sober 7 years, it says in this article. The next thing, and this is quite amazing. Somebody made, I mentioned the other day about the lady who does readings and she's called Inner Child Inklings. She put a comment on my video and she called me Marie. Now, actually, my middle name is Maria. So my name is Nicola Maria. This lady called me Marie and I thought, oh, that's weird. So I'm looking at this paper and, you know, we've been having the French connection. This is another sad story, but this child who died was 11 years old. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, hang on a minute. It's by Nicole Le Marie, which would be my name in French. So I was like, are you joking? I mean, how weird is that? So Nicola Maria would be Nicole Le Marie. Okay, so King Arthur, basically on here. So there are loads of things in this, but King Arthur and David Beckham is part of that as well. The other thing is, talking about big bands that we've had messages from. You know when you say, oh yeah, and pigs might fly, that all twin flames are going to come together? Well, look at this. Pink Floyd are doing a commemorative exhibition. Pink Floyd have been massive, massive, massive on this journey. And this flyer for it is a pig flying. So again, an amazing, amazing, amazing message. Okay, so we're going through. The other thing is I've kept all my lottery tickets. Being lucky, they're all... Okay. Right, so this is amazing. Lots of people have, I think, are doctors, nurses, and you know have their twins in that field as well. Look at this, my amazing reunion with nurse who treated me at 4. But above, so it's the positioning of these stories which is so cool. Underneath it, so we've got the reunion here. Underneath this, we have the avocado. Now, we had the avocado as a message, random, but we had the avocado because the avocado is, again, a sign of love and unconditional love. So we have the amazing reunion, and then we have the avocado. Over here, we have the lion, and we have gold. So we're using our lion, being courageous in love, and we're using the gold energies to move us up and up in vibration. And would you believe it? I've just noticed, and that is an apple. And we are the apple of Aphrodite, right? Because we are moving up in our goddess energies. Okay, so here, this is brilliant. So, you know, we've had the turtles, right? Now, this story is amazing because, again, it shows about following the light. So what do you do when your robot can't get to those hard to reach places? You stick it on a turtle's back and get it to follow LED lights. So basically they are I mean, talk about, you know, making the impossible things possible. This is about having a turtle lead a robot to food by getting them to follow the light. Right? Amazing. Amazing. So those are there's loads on every page, but those are the key things. Now I'm getting this magazine given to me. The first thing it says, Beyond the Ordinary. The first page here is all about motorbikes. Now recently I've seen in Top Gun the movie came through, all about motorbikes. Here, Linkin Park, for some reason this band, who I'm not even familiar with, has been coming through, but their new album is called One More Light. Right? The next one, on here, there is a mirrored cabin in the woods. A mirror, your twin is your reflection, right? Now we've had Love Shack, we've had all of the things in the woods. Now there's a cabin in the woods. This guy is the guy that stars in the film King Arthur. And listen to this. This is no coincidence. Few other action heroes have dug so deeply into their soul. I'm like, aha. Okay, so here. Break down your fears into portions and you can overcome them. I'm like, okay, this is so brilliant. I love it. A quantum leap. Now, this is quite amazing. This is about the America's Cup. Now, I've said that me and my twin went to Glastonbury together. Now, we didn't actually arrive together. We were just going to be there at the same time. Now, Glastonbury, there is about 200 or 120,000 people. I happen to be sitting, unbeknownst to me, next to his friend, who is called Kat. Her husband has the same name as my twin and works for the America's Cup. They know him from skiing. So I'm sat having this conversation. She said, oh, I'm waiting to see my friend who's coming from wherever. And I'm like, oh, it's not so-and-so, is it? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, are you joking? So I'm sat in Glastonbury with 120,000 people, sat next to a girl called Kat who knows my twin. So we are doing quantum leaps, right? Then there's this guy who is basically making electric cars, but his hand is like Hook. His hand is like Hook. I've been watching Once Upon a Time, obviously Captain Hook, Peter Pan. He has built the fastest electric car ever. Obviously, cars have been a big thing, moving up in our light body. Just amazing. Now then, this is so brilliant. This chick here, she is a model, but she's also a surfer. So I've said about the girl yesterday whose twin contacted her. In her healing, I saw her surfing because it was all about balancing the energies. And look, so this chick not only surfs, but she also rides a motorbike. So I was like, oh my God, I love it. Now, these guys are rock climbing. They are rock climbing a rock called the Crucifix. Finally, this plane, and look at the spiral in the sky. Exactly like the snail that we had going back all the way back to the beginning. So we go full circle. So there you go. Amazing, amazing, amazing messages. If you want to come to me for healing or to join the Crystal Grid, please do, because honestly, it is a wild ride. Okay, take care. Bye.